Hello friends, I thought I'd show you this 2017 Lincoln MKC that's sitting in my driveway. My wife and I picked this up Friday from our local Ford Lincoln dealership in another town. And this is a rental vehicle. It's got California plates on it. And our Lincoln that we have, it's a Lincoln MKZ, has a faulty airbag, and we've been waiting for just about 2 years, if not 2 years, waiting for a replacement for the airbag. So we never did drive it, and it's sitting in the garage right behind this one, covered up with a car cover. So Lincoln, after much persuasion and calling, finally agreed to let us have this one to drive until they get a replacement airbag, because we've been waiting so long. And my wife has had breast cancer, which I have explained to them over the phone. So they let us have this Lincoln MKZ. They're paying all the rental fees. Of course, we have to pay for fuel and stuff, which is understandable. I don't mind that. We don't go hardly any place anyway. But I was going to show you what it looks like today. Now, it's been raining all night long, pouring down, and it's misting rain now. But I have cleaned it up. It looked pretty rough when I got it. And I've done a real quick cleanup job on it just because we're driving it now. And as I've said in my other videos with other vehicles I have, I kind of like, I know it's crazy, but I kind of like my own dirt, my own germs, you know what I mean? Maybe you understand. I'm kind of a nut anyway. I'm going to show you this vehicle, and I didn't notice it really till I was cleaning it, real quick. Like I said, it's still misty rain. Still got the California plates, but it's a all-wheel drive. So I guess if you want to go up in the mountains or in the snow or whatever, this vehicle can do it. And this vehicle is a 2017, as I said, and it's got 24,000, I guess, getting close to 25,000 miles on it. So it's been drove in a year's time, which is what they're made for. But I mean, this thing's been drove, and it was really dirty. I don't know. I told my wife maybe they've been out in the desert or something, because all the door jambs just looked like, I don't know. I've cleaned them best I could. They look pretty bad in here. I vacuumed it out. My wife has come in here and got Clorox wipes and wiped everything down. It still smells new in here. And I really like this vehicle. It's really nice. Got a lot of good features about it, and it still smells new in here. But I'm just doing this vehicle just to show in case anything happens. It's not on us. One place in particular I was going to point out is this spot right here. It was ripped when we got it. And that's sad, because I'd say that leather is really expensive, and that might be hard to fix without replacing this whole seat cover here. So that might be somewhat expensive, whoever gets it next. But it's a pretty nice vehicle. We haven't drove it but maybe 20 miles, maybe 25 at the most, and we've just parked it and got it Friday, and we haven't went anywhere. But it's a pretty nice vehicle, and my wife is going to drive it back and forth to her work. So I just kind of cleaned it up a little bit for her. I always like for her to have a clean car, best we can. But it's got I'm not used to all these update features. So the lady that brought us the vehicle from Enterprise, she was explaining how some of this stuff works. And I had a lot of fun out of her. I told her a few little fibs, I guess. I told her my wife and I were pig farmers, and there's nothing wrong with pig farming. I'm not saying anything about pig farmers, but I was dressed in my overalls, and of course my wife always looks nice. And I never have seen anything like this before. So she was having to explain it to me, how it works and stuff like that. And that's where I come into play, where I was telling her I was a that my wife and I were pig farmers, and actually I had married my sister, which that was pretty funny. Anyway, I'm just pointing out a few flaws in here, and I like to have a good time. So it's a lot of fun to kid people that really don't know you very well, and if you keep a straight face, it's always lots of fun. But as I said, I was just making this just so if something happens. I guess maybe I'm a little bit, I don't want to say backward as much as just I've never done this before. I've never rented a car. I've never had to before. I've always drove my own vehicles. I try to keep mine in good shape, and I've never had any reason to have a rental car. So this is my first time, and the first time with one of these. So I've always had to carry keys, and so it's been an experience so far. And so far I like this vehicle, what little bit we've drove it, but I just want to point out a few things that was wrong with it. Of course, it's been, like I said, it's been drove a lot. Got a few places I've noticed, you know, chips and stuff like that, I guess, which is normal for a rental vehicle. I'd say people don't take good care of rental vehicles as they would their own, but I try to take care of vehicles anyway, because I like for them to be clean. I like for them to be mechanically sound. So anyway, thought I'd make this little short video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I don't know how long we'll have this. Could have it one day, could have it a week, could have it 2 weeks, could have it 2 months. I really don't know. They didn't have a time frame of when we would be getting our airbag fixed on our MKZ. So with that being said, they've lent us this one, and I guess we'll just drive it. Hey, I appreciate you looking. I hope you enjoyed this video. And hey, I was going to show you something else. This thing right here, like I said, I'm dumb. Don't know what I'm doing, but this thing is the radio, the GPS, heated seats, heated steering wheel. This thing talks to you, and you start the vehicle with these buttons. Start it here. Of course, you got to have this little box that you got to keep on you at all times. And you push a button, you know, park, reverse, whatever gear. It's got a backup camera. And I'm sure most of y'all are laughing at me because that's probably standard on y'all's vehicles. But it's not on none of my old stuff. And I like old vehicles, you know. So, oh yeah, here's the mileage. Let me check this out. 24,836. So we might have drove it 30 miles. I know we went to the grocery store and stuff this past Friday. We needed a few things, so. But my wife is starting to kind of get the hang of it there a little bit. And these are shifter paddles. I guess so. Anyway, it's pretty neat. And where we bank at the credit union, we had the young lady come out, that's a branch manager, come out and kind of show us a few features. And she was kind of laughing at us there a little bit. So, I mean, I know I'm not the brightest bulb in the room. I've never had anything like this before. And it, of course, like I said, it's not mine. It's a rental vehicle. So, but I just wanted to show you the vehicle, the condition it's in, and I hope to return it in the same or better condition than it is now. It needs a wax job terribly bad, and I don't know if I'll get that far along with it, but it's pretty neat. I figured out that feature. See that? That locks the doors. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching this video. I enjoyed making it. And I'll see you later.